Welcome to Two Wheels for a special celebration. We're here to celebrate 200 shows, all them many shows we've got.
200? Amazing, and a worthy celebration.
It is a celebration.
Should be had. Not in the Flaming Edit suite, down in the bar.
Yeah.
You know, a beer and a bit of a party.
We'll do that. Look, get the job done first, we'll celebrate later. Right? I promise you, after we've done, we'll take
you promise me?
I promise you. To the bar later. But we're here to celebrate 200 shows. It all began way back on October the 2nd, 1996, the best part of 4 years.
I would have been about 23 then, I suppose, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you would.
Celebrate in the bar.
Later.
You promise me.
I promise.
That's on camera.
It's on there.
People out there, there's 17 people out there who witnessed it because it's on camera.
They know.
Right.
It all began many moons ago. Two Wheels wasn't actually called Two Wheels then, it was called Two Wheels Better.
Hi there and welcome to Two Wheels Better. I'm Jeff Stone, you might know me from my work at the BMF, the British Motorcyclist Federation, and I'm your presenter for this landmark in UK television, a weekly motorcycling programme. Bike hardware as in bikes, software as in clothing and accessories, and loads of issues.
Wow, now that was a fancy studio in them days, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It's all gone now.
No, we don't have things like that anymore. Why not?
We're out amongst it now.
Oh, that's true,
Piece of the action and all that.
But in them days, we used to have makeup artists and
we
everything.
We did,
Full stuff.
Oh, we had everything then. Jeff had been in makeup that day, you know.
Had he?
Yeah.
How long for, do you reckon?
A couple of hours or more, probably.
Should spent another couple of hours in there, shouldn't I?
Hey, no, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, because I remember your very first appearance on Two Wheels Better.
Well, I can't, to be honest with you. Man, I can't remember what I did last night.
No, well, I'm sure you can't, but your first appearance, you had a stupid little potty head helmet on. You look like a flower
I remember it now.
Oh, would you like to see it?
No, whoa, don't be showing that.
These people
No, you won't want to see that.
No, you're not.
Oh, behave.
No,
don't be No, don't.
Hello,
welcome to Wayne's bit in the programme. First impressions are very important, and you're not going to get a very good impression of me wearing this stupid helmet. But we're going to go and talk about very many different things, and helmets one of them. Fitting of helmets and borrowing helmets. People do borrow people's helmets when they really should be thrown away in the rubbish bin. Don't. Buy a nice new one. Even if it costs you a lot of money, it's worth it. Fit. Most essential part of the thing is get a helmet that fits. Clothing. We're going to talk about clothing. Good fitting, quality clothing, very important on a modern motorcycle, with or without gloves. Leathers. Fashionable. Accessories, but protective. This is the sort of leather I'd wear going to the opera, actually. Safety is of the utmost importance. It's a shame people can't spell who make these.
Well, you looked a right plonker then, didn't you, with that pudding hat on?
I can't believe you're showing
and all them clothes that didn't even fit you?
Ah, well, that's the problem, you see. I have to go to them baby shops for my gear.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, yeah. But I'm glad I didn't look like that, mate.
No, hang on a minute. Do you not remember what you looked like?
I was very good when I first started.
You were very good indeed,
I was very good.
as a presenter.
Oh, it was perfect.
But you had this sort of big thing. This big moustache.
I've still got a moustache.
Yeah, but you'd obviously fell asleep the week before in a greenhouse and it had grown. I tell you, you look like a Mexican.
Did I?
You need to see this. You'll laugh at this.
30 odd years ago, if you wanted to be the bee's knees among your biking mates, chances are you'd have possibly owned a nice shiny Triumph. Well, now you can do it all again. This is Triumph's weapon in the battle for sales of the retro market, the 900cc Thunderbird, and it's a beauty. The engine is Triumph's rock-steady triple-cylinder 900cc, but it has been detuned slightly for the Thunderbird, and new double overhead cams and a reduction in compression ratio means it only produces around 76 brake horsepower, as opposed to the 97 brake horsepower available from most of the other 900s in Triumph's range.
Oh dear, it was a good moustache that, wasn't it, eh?
Oh, it made me laugh.
I might have a shave now tonight.
It'd be rude not to.
It would be rude not to. Well, that was the very first bike I ever road tested for the programme.
Oh, was it really?
It was the first one, a Thunderbird, Triumph Thunderbird, but it wasn't the first bike on the show.
What was it?
No, do you know? Quiz for you now. The very first bike ever on.
Two-wheeled version.
It was a two-wheel version, yes. Yeah.
Engine in the middle.
Right between the wheels, yeah.
Black?
It was black.
Oh, I remember it well.
You're very close. It was actually a Honda Blackbird. At the time, the fastest production bike that you could possibly buy. And our Jeff was lucky enough to have one of the very first road tests on it.
In the time it takes to say Super Blackbird, you're doing 60. Let it carry on and you should reach 186 miles an hour. This is a seriously fast motorcycle. Producing 165 brake horse from its 1130cc engine, to get this sort of performance from a car, you'd need a McLaren F1. The engine is based on the highly successful Fireblade, being bored out but with added twin balance shafts.
I wish they wouldn't keep pressing that button, you know. It says
Made me feel sick.
It says me dizzy. Well, that was Jeff, and that was Jeff on the Honda Blackbird, the very first bike on the show. But there's not just been us three on the show, you know. There's been lots of other people, we've had other presenters, lots of female presenters, haven't we?
Yes, indeed. I remember a few of them myself.
We've had some famous female presenters. We had a Gladiator on it.
No, the Gladiator was me.
Was that you?
That was it. I was the Gladiator, the rampant pygmy.
No, we had a female Gladiator. She was called Jet in Gladiator.
I remember now, Diane Newdale.
Diane Newdale, that's right. She used to work with us, and her first assignment was chatting up a fireman, wasn't it?
Oh, why? She liked men in uniforms,
I think she was uniforms, yes. Yeah. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Bikes and Shawn, how did it start? When did it happen?
It's about 7 or 8 years ago, I suppose, when I probably had enough money to go out and buy a bike. And it started with Harleys and custom bikes, and it's gradually progressed into sports bikes. So now it's full-on sports bikes.
That's a normal sort of route though, isn't it? A lot of people start out with Harleys and customs and then go into sport bikes. What sort of sport bikes and muscle bikes have you had?
I've had a Bimota, which is very exotic. I've had a 916 Ducati, which was the love of my life, and I've now got a Triumph.
Do you know, that's all people have been showing, what's happened to the 916 as we've been walking in? No. Everyone's gutted.
We stopped pressing them buttons.
Yeah, VT editing nearly took my flaming head off.
He's got some new equipment, he's getting excited. But, you know, motorcycling isn't just a male domain, you know. All the girls get involved, don't they?
I'm glad they do. I like lady motorcyclists.
I know you do.
It's the leather jeans.
Is that what it is? Yeah, there's lots of girls that ride bikes, and just to prove it, Samantha Kenny went along many moons ago to meet some ladies who ride hogs.
Hogs? Hogs like piggy hogs?
No, not pigs. The hogs, Harleys, they call them hogs.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
You knew that?
I knew that.
Yeah. Well, there it is. Have a look at this.
Well, I always say, if you want a straightforward answer, ask a woman. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk to the female riding contingent of the Northern Harley Club. Hello, Janet, I'll speak to you first. Now, you're the secretary of the Northern Harley Club. So what is it about Harleys? You should know, you're the expert. What is it about Harleys that makes them so great?
I think it's mainly the camaraderie. With a lot of Harleys, everybody's together. Everybody enjoys riding the Harleys. They have their own idea. They're not interested in dashing off here and there. They have nice leisurely rides, cruising along, even in the cold weather.
Oh, Paul, let me ask you this. You're the producer of the programme. How is it I never get a chance to work with these lady presenters?
Well, I guess it's probably because you're not around. You may be unavailable or
not
something.
Around because you send me to the wrong location on the wrong day.
No, it's not a personal thing at all, no.
Right, I'll accept that.
I realise you're a busy man, that's all it is.
I am indeed.
Yeah?
Very important, man.
There's more lady presenters.
No. Who else then?
Well, there's Karen Tait.
Karen Tait, I remember that now. Yeah. Aye, and she got a chance to road test a decent sized bike, not a flaming scooter like I ended up with.
She did, yeah. Do you want to see it?
I suppose so.
Yeah,
it'd be rude not to.
It would be, come on.
If you're one of those blokes who think a woman's place is sitting pretty on the pillion seat of a bike, then you better start checking your skin for scales, because you're in serious danger of becoming a dinosaur. More women than ever before are sliding forwards onto the front seat and taking control of their own bikes. Never mind girl power, girls are getting into bike power, and I should know, because I'm one of them.
So tell me this then, why is it then that all the girls happen to do like big bike tests and fancy shows and things and all the exciting stuff?
That's not always the case. Why do you say that?
Well, there's Claire Smith. She went to the European Stunt Championships. I would have loved to have done that. I loved stunts and things.
She did, yeah. They don't all get fancy jobs, no. Shari Hughes, she's been with us. She was a drag queen, remember Shari?
A drag queen? What do you mean she had false?
No, she used to ride drag bikes. She was a drag racer.
See,
we didn't send Shari to any fancy do's, give her any fancy bikes. Her first job was trail riding with me. She got covered in mud.
Mud?
Mud.
We're going to have a look at that.
Do you want to see the mud?
Yeah, was you like mud wrestling and everything? Were you in the nude?
Hey, I bet you're wondering why I'm pushing this thing and not riding it. Well, we do have problems when we're out trail riding, which is always good to be in pairs. But I just had a few problems with this lovely Italian bike. Which sometimes it does happen when you have an Italian bike, being an owner of one. I've come across this problem many times before. Anyway, it's good exercise.
I believe I've got to take you on the back of a bike and pull a wheelie with you on the bar.
Excellent!
So the camera crew and the sound man and everyone else said, so I think we better get on and do anything.
Fantastic! Well, after those kind of stunts, I'm sure I'm safe. I'll be all right.
Well, we've seen some amazing action here today at Mallory. It's been show-stopping. Well done to Craig here.
Thank you.
Foolishly, I've got on the back of a bike with him. I've bottled the big one, but the scooter looks just as dangerous from what I saw before.
It's all as dangerous.
Wait, hold on.
Right then, after all that, I'm gasping. About time we had a break.
It is about, so you want a drink, don't you?
I do indeed.
Well,
You
we will-
promised me one.
I did promise you. Well, we will have a little break, but there's lots more history coming up in part 2. And just to whet your appetite before we go for a break, here's a few little outtakes just to keep you interested, and there'll be lots more of these after the break.
Yeah, and I'll do the commentary from the bar.
Okay.
And here they come up to the first fence now, and they're going to jump the first fence.
Come on, Jeff, give us a song now. Stick your bow on.
What are we going to sing?
Sing a sheriff hall. How the food, how the who. You look like Frankie Vaughan.
Just tell us, in what year was the first TT? Nice and simple, that. Send your bollocks. Next year, send your answers. Bollocks. It's the first one. That's the first one I've cocked up, anyway.
I can't believe this.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Are you allowed to talk to us? Television.
Who are you?
Right, stop laughing now. You're going to make me laugh.
No motorways,
No, I know.
no toll roads. Everything's 90% of the stuff's free.
Yeah. Now, Wayne's brought me here to this water wheel thing. I don't know where he is. He's disappeared. I saw him park the scooter up, but...
Flubber lubber, feeble, flubber lubber weed.
Where have you been?
Hello, Paul.
Yeah, all right.
Carl, it's easy to forget, isn't it? But I'm sure you won't. The 97 season, you've had your... Break it out. Sitting here, nice and relaxed. It's easy to forget that Carl had a few problems last year. Don't know what you're laughing at.
Oh, for God's sake.
Do you like practical jokes?
No, not really. I don't usually laugh at
You're
jokes.
supposed to say yes or no, because we can say that's what we're laughing about.
Someone tells a joke, I'd ever laugh.
Yeah, you don't?
Not really, no.
Right. What are you laughing for?
I don't know, I have no idea.
I wonder what the bloody hell that was, then I could hear it.
It's me sucking my glasses. Did you get that?
You get that?
That wasn't me. It's
You can't smell it.
ruffled me paperwork as well. Right, okay, then I've just got to remember what the bloody hell I was going to say now, haven't I? Sitting back here, nice and relaxed, it's easy to forget that young Carl here. Sitting here, nice and relaxed, even with Carl having the occasional chuckle now and again, I think that's fair to say, Carl. It's easy to forget what's gone on this year, because you've had a lot of trouble with the bike, with handling, you've been down on power, down on speed. Just how are you going to overcome this?
The question's too long.
Wayne, come on, come on! What are you? We're on. Get Wayne. How many have you had there?
Four cans.
Four cans. Oh, thank God for that. I thought you were going to say something else.
I'll tell you, 4 cans in 3 minutes. Ooh, it takes some doing, does
It
that?
takes some going, that, doesn't it? No. We've been looking at the ladies.
Ah, yes,
We're
indeed.
going to have a look at the blokes now.
Oh, hey. Oh, you can talk about the blokes. I'm not particularly interested in the fellas.
There has been a few male presenters on Two Wheels and Two Wheels Better in the past. And remember Chaz?
Chaz, now then.
Chaz Mitchell.
We were taking the mickey out of your moustache earlier on.
Well, if you think my moustache was funny.
Yes, indeed.
He's the king of the moustache. He's got the best moustache in the history of television.
Yeah. Ah, but he was a great bloke, and he loved the shows, didn't he?
He was a showman.
That was his speciality.
He liked the big occasion, and he covered a few shows for us, didn't he?
Yeah, he did them down south, and he came up to Manchester to see us as well.
He's been everywhere.
The boy has been about, you might say.
He has. Do you want to have a look?
Oh, why not? Shall we?
Well, here we are. I've just arrived at Exeter, Southwest Motorcycle Show, sponsored by Tait Exhibitions. Look at it, this is just the car park. Apparently there's going to be loads to see, so let's get on inside. 1914 Calthorpe Junior, 175 cc's down there. Quite find it hard to believe. Brooks saddle, I think that could be a mite uncomfy. I'll tell you what though, I wouldn't have minded having a ride of one of these in its original form. This doesn't look to be very restored, so I would say probably a pretty rare bike. We've got belt drive, no rear suspension, but a nicely independently suspended tail light. Some interesting twiddly levers here, I guess, for throttle, and a rather natty little horn. I rather like this bike.
Now, in the days before Jeff's top tips, because we have Jeff's top technical tips now, don't we?
Jeff's top good job I didn't have to say that, isn't it?
Jeff is famous for his tech tips, you know.
Oh, he is indeed.
But we had tips before that, you know.
Who's that then?
Brendan Riley. Remember Brendan?
Oh, do I? The Barmy Scouser.
He is a Barmy Scouser, yeah.
He made me laugh that
He was fantastic. What he showed us on one occasion, how to repair a petrol tank. What that man can't do with a piece of emery cloth...
And a bastard file.
You can't say... No, you can't say...
No, that's what it is. He taught me that. That file, that's what it's called.
Is it?
I won't say the word.
No.
The beep file.
The beep file?
Yeah.
Hey, fantastic. The way he repaired that tank, absolutely brilliant. Watch this.
Once you've feathered it out, really that's not doing much of a job. I think I need a bit of a coarser paper or... Yeah, file. File would be all right, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's all right. That's getting it. Look, it's doing all right now. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's doing a really, really good job. I can see that's. Hold on, that's not really good enough. Bit of panel whacking, I think. I've done a bit of this a few years ago when I was an apprentice. Yeah. That's not. That's right. I think what I need to do here is you've got to watch which way the dent's going, because I can see I'm starting to improve the actual dent, but it's reprofiling it to how it was is the important thing.
Now, the newest member of our team is Richard, of course, isn't it?
Oh, Richard Hammond.
Richard Hammond, yeah. He likes his bikes. Remember the first one he went out and tested for us? It was...
You know, I can't recall.
It was like a big Indian.
Oh, like a...
No, like an Indian. It was a Kawasaki Drifter, but looked like
an
old
I know what you
Indian
mean now,
motorcycle.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Right.
And he's had a few 400s to ride as well.
He's ridden a few 400s.
No, why him and not me, like? Why can't I ride the 400s? I can reach the floor all right.
You're probably not about. You're probably busy.
I don't think so. In fact, this is an opportunity now to tell the viewers out there why you won't let me have a ride of a decent-sized bike. An accomplished motorcyclist, such as myself, tell them.
Like, come clean with them.
Tell him, go on.
I'll tell you later.
You got out of that one, didn't you?
Well, it had to happen, didn't it? Finally, that retro thing has gone on for so long that they've run out of things to hark back to. And so Kawasaki, just to be different, have gone overseas to the wild, wild west, back to a time when the Indians were the only ones giving trouble to the fledgling manufacturers Harley and Davidson. And the result is this, the Kawasaki Drifter. This is the 800, baby brother to the bigger 1500, and it is very much an Indian clone, which makes a novel alternative to the usual Harley clone. Bad gag time. You're going to need some matches. Chuck us yours. Thank you. You need 2 of them. Sit down. So, 2 matches. One between your knees like that. Put the other one on the top like that. And go like that. Now you know what it feels like to be an elephant riding a scooter. Or a fully grown adult riding a Sports 400. And just like a proper little sports bike, you need to give it a really big handful of revs to move off from the start. Mind you, first gear is pretty tall, and once you've cleared that, the rest is easy. There's no doubt in that it's small, but it's only when you ride it do you realise how short it is. The front of the bike kind of disappears from below your field of view. You really are sat right over the front wheel.
Well, that's just about it from Two Wheels' 200th birthday for
goodness
this
for
week.
that. Does this mean we can go down and have a few beers now?
I will.
To celebrate?
I'll keep you promised.
I'm glad you said that.
But that really is only half the story. 200 shows, we couldn't possibly cram them in to half an hour. We'd be
200 shows, honestly. Can't believe it. Time for a party. Now we're having a party, aren't we?
We're going to celebrate properly, yeah.
Balloons,
we will
jelly, ice cream.
Shut up.
Sorry.
We will bring you part 2 of our little history lesson next week, but in the meantime, here's a few more little bits that you really weren't supposed to see, a few more outtakes, and we'll see you next week.
It's not everybody's cup of tea, but if you like the motocross style, and it's very similar to a motocross riding position, then a Tiger... Cameraman's just fell over.
Now then, having fastened that to the back of the bike, Now, do you remember that an American, by the name of an American, I'll just start that one again.
Here is the petrol filler. How about that? Needs a key again. Nothing sort of really wondrous there. You just spin that off. Don't you, Dan? 3 hours later. How did he get that off, Dan? Right. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. Yeah, that was it. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Oh, it's bloody fallen off, Dan. Right, are we okay there? Yeah. Well, I think I've got it caught round my ghoulies.
Born to be wild. Okay.
Yep. Turn the bars to one side, press on there, lift up the old flap, and there's your fuel filler cap.
This is the latest offering from Triumph, the 900cc Tiger, which was actually launched back in 1992, but it's remained more or less unchanged until this update for 1999. One of the joys of motorcycling in this country is the wonderful British climate. You get out on your bike in nice leathers with the vents open and have a lovely day in the sunshine. But not today, because it's absolutely down in Bristol, so I'm staying in the car.